Good evening all and welcome back to my channel. This is House of Elena and I am Elena. This evening we're going to have a very exciting video and I can't wait for you all to see, so please do not go anywhere. So anyway, I have a friend with me, a colleague also. Her name is Debra London, and we are in a society, I think you all would have heard me mention it before in my other videos, which is the SAMBA, which stands for the Society of Interior Architects, Interior Designers, Interior Decorators, Industrial Designers, and Furniture Designers. That society was founded by renowned architect Mr. Mino DiMaggio, and he's very passionate about the society, and we are very honored and pleased to be part of that society. As I said, I'm an interior decorator and so is Miss London, or Debra. Is it okay to call you Debra?
Yes, you can call me Debra.
Alright, so we have been in the society probably about a year or so, and it's about not just doing decorations or designing, but CADF is also about educating the masses, persons who may not have an idea what is the difference between interior designing or interior decoration, and that is why part of the reason why CADF was formed and started by Mr. DiMaggio. So now that we have that out of the way, you know I can't go any further into my video before I remind you all to do this.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Elena Elaine. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so we are back, and now we are going to get into the nitty-gritty, as we would say, of this video, and I'm so elated and I'm so honored that you invited me into your beautiful home and to showcase, you know, what you do. So Miss Debra, or Debra, she is a drapery designer, and you know, I just wanted to have a sit-down discussion with her first before we get into showcasing her beautiful and magnificent work. Alright, so welcome and thank you for coming to House of Elena, and thank you for inviting me again into your home. I wanted to you know, learn a little more about you and what you do, and of course I wanted everybody to know who you are, because I think you have been doing such magnificent work and people need to know who you are a little more. Alright, so I wanted to ask you, how long have you been a drapery designer?
Well, Elena, I registered my business,
Yes.
New Wave Drapery Creations,
Right.
in 2005.
Great.
Right, but my love for designing started way before 2005.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
As far back as I can remember, as a little girl in primary school,
Okay.
you know, I love fabric.
Right.
You might find it sounding strange, but I love
No.
fabric even then, and I love style.
Oh, that's nice. That's great.
Yes.
So, before you got into taking on drapery design as a full-time, what were you doing before?
All right, it's a long journey. I call it a journey.
Yeah.
Or I like to tell people it's really more like a love story.
Oh, okay, nice.
Right? As I told you, I love fabrics and, you know, styling as a little girl.
Right.
You know, so I did what most little girls did.
Yes.
I played dress up with my dolls.
Right.
But the difference is that I actually made outfits for them.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, they had different changes of outfits in the latest style.
Right.
But
Okay.
you know, as time went along, I guess I felt prey to tradition.
Right.
You know, you were brought up and your parents emphasized on you the need to have an education.
Yes.
You know, so you focus on your academics, and then you went the traditional route and got a job.
Yes.
Right? at that time it never occurred to me that, you know, that I could actually or should have, you know, focused on channeling my efforts into making that a career. My love for design and fabrics,
Yes.
you know, could have actually been a career.
Right. But you know,
So-
I sorry about that, but you know, that passion and that love for fabric was in you, instilled in you.
Yeah.
You were born like that, you can say.
Well, you know, I like to say, I think I was destined. This is what I was destined to do.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say that as well, because if you had that love from, you know, a child, you know, me asking you what draw you to being a drapery designer would seem a little bit, you know.
I think, as I said, it started with me sewing clothing for my daughters.
Right.
And, you know, around 13, 14, I started experimenting with outfits for myself.
Yes.
But I think where the turning point took place is
Yeah.
when myself and my husband settled into our first home.
Okay.
You know, I was all excited about the prospect of creating beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces for my home.
Yes.
And I think at that point the seeds were sown.
Right.
You know, you start thinking, you know, maybe what if? Maybe I could do this thing that I love,
Yes.
you know, and earn a living from it.
Right.
Yes.
And of course, earning a living with something that you love
Love.
doing, I know that there would be challenges. What sort of challenges you faced while honing your skill and your gift and your love and your passion for drapery design?
All right, during the honing stage, it was basically balancing full-time job,
Okay.
because when I went the traditional route, I started working at the bank, and I stayed there for plenty years, many years. But while I was there, I continued with my passion for,
Yes.
for design,
Right.
and, you know, continue dabbling in fabrics,
Okay.
you know. And so basically that was a challenge. And in addition, I started doing courses in interior decorating
Okay.
and custom drapery.
Right.
Because I had, by that time, I had started doing jobs for family and friends,
Yes.
you know, but I was so intent on doing a quality job.
Right.
So, you know, I got qualified and, you know, enhanced my skills in
Right.
the area.
Okay. Great.
So the main challenge was basically balancing all that. Full-time job, family, starting a business,
Right.
yes. Mhm.
So yes, I would imagine that would have posed a great challenge. But in terms of, let's say, your clients, did you have any sort of challenge in that area?
All right. Well, you know, I stayed quite a while in the bank, and you know, I believe all experiences, you know, have learnings. And my stay at the bank, what it taught me is the importance of customer service and communication.
Okay.
So you find my clients, they come with everyone is unique.
Yes.
So they have the different needs,
Yeah.
the different experiences that they bring to the table.
Yeah.
And so I choose rather to focus on their differences,
Okay.
you know, on their differences, you know, as an adventure
All right.
rather than
Seeing
see it
as a challenge.
as a challenge. Yes.
Okay. Well then, I need to take a page out of Debra's book because I know sometimes, for me, when we say challenge, we sometimes always think of it as a negative, but for a challenge can actually help me to grow,
Yeah.
you know, to be
That's
better
true.
in terms of how I will deal with my clients, or how I would view certain things in terms of what they would like, and you know, that kind of thing. So sometimes a challenge is not always a negative thing. It kind of pushes you to become the better version of yourself, and that's, you know, how I see it. So I'm glad
I
that you're
agree.
able, yeah.
Yes.
But you know, besides that, Debra work is phenomenal. I mean, I have seen it. No, I have to be honest, Debra, I'm not a big curtain and drapery girl. I don't like
You'll
it.
become a convert. I have to work on that.
I think other than probably my bedroom, when I have my home, I would more go for like the blinds, or yeah, I kind of more gravitate towards that. Or I would like where it's open window and I could use my remote and just bring it down, or put those shades on the windows so that I can see outside but people can't see inside, that kind of thing. But I'm not, but I think you're changing my mind a bit, because when I see when I see your stuff, I'm like, maybe drapery isn't so bad.
But Elena, you don't necessarily have to go with all the multi-layer panels and the valance.
Right.
Sometimes all you need is just 2 panels.
Yes.
Elegantly framing a window.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that fabric is the one element that unifies the whole space.
Right.
So somehow I feel, you need that softness.
Yes.
You need that softness on the window.
Yeah, we
so
saw this in the bedroom.
Although you may not be a drapery person,
yeah.
You can have probably just a balance over your blinds,
yeah.
or just the panels at the side, just elegantly fall into the floor. Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes, right? But anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yes, so Debra, I know you have done so much work throughout the years that you have been a drapery designer, and you would have come across persons from all different walks of life. So tell me what experience you would have left with your former clients.
Okay. My clients, they come to me firstly because they love beautiful things.
Yeah, nice.
And they appreciate quality.
Right, of course.
In addition to that, sometimes they're just too busy. They're just very busy people.
Yeah.
And some of them don't have the skill set.
Right.
And as I said before, they just want to have their job professionally done.
Right.
So I would hold their hand and walk them through the entire process.
Great.
The process, for me, is second nature because
Yeah.
of my love for this type of thing.
Yeah.
But to a client out there,
Yes.
the thought of selecting fabric and appropriate design
Right.
to coordinate with their decor
Yes.
could be very daunting.
Yes. Yes. Can
So
be
this is where
overwhelming.
I come in,
Right. Great.
and I simplify the whole process. I coordinate,
Yes.
and so my clients will have a hassle-free and stress-free experience.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
not just like a wow factor at the end. You actually you hold their hand literally, and you kind of walk through everything with them and tell them, in terms of choosing fabric and what would look good in their space and everything. So tell me, what are some of the reactions you get when they see the end product?
Elena, this is it's priceless. This
Yeah.
reaction, is priceless. It leaves me with a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment.
Yes.
Yeah. That I don't think I could get from any other profession out there.
Right. Yeah. Great.
And it's just imagine this: you completed a job,
Yeah.
and the client is seeing the job for the first time,
Right.
and entering the room, they will say,
Yes.
"Wow!"
Yeah. Yeah.
You get that wow.
Yes. Yeah. That big
Yes,
reveal,
that
like,
big wow.
Yes.
I never believed my room or my home could look like this.
Right.
And they start taking pictures,
Yes.
and start sharing it with their friends.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that feeling is a priceless one.
You're
Yeah.
making me excited. I think you could convert me into probably getting some drapery into my home. So what advice you would give to your to persons, not just your former clients, but persons who may be considering giving a change in their home as it relates to curtain, panels, drapery, and stuff like that?
Firstly, I would suggest that reach out to a professional.
Ah.
Yes, that is important. Reach out to a professional.
We have a lot of
Yes.
DIYs. Or do it yourself, DIY
Yes.
and do it yourself. We have
Right.
a lot of that, and sometimes we need that professional
Right.
person.
That professional would be able to ask you the right questions to determine your needs.
Right. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about you being comfortable with
Yeah.
what the final product is,
Yes.
and it must at the same time coordinate with your lifestyle and your decor.
Okay.
They would ask questions like something as simple as, how regularly do you open your windows? Or do you keep them closed?
Okay.
Whether you like breeze and sunlight coming into your home.
Right.
And I'm sure everybody could relate to this.
Yes, yes.
You're driving past and someone's window is wide open.
Right.
And you can tell they have drapery because you're seeing all the beads and the accessories. But the panel is tucked into the burglar proofing.
Right, true.
Yes.
Oh.
You find like if you ask the right questions up front and you know that this is a lifestyle that client would be having, you can design, you can design around that.
Yeah.
So the curtains would be looking dignified at all times.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Okay guys, we are back and we have come to the very favorite part of this video, and I'm excited to show you all some of Debra's magnificent work. We're standing in front of one of her pieces, her drapery design, and I'll allow Debra to take the floor and actually explain to us, educate us and advise us in terms of the drapery and the style of this drapery. So Debra, would you like to explain to us how you came up with this concept?
Alright, this is what I call a combination balance.
Alright.
It's a combination of swags and the straight line balance, which is called a cornice. Right? There are pleated panels, 2 layers of pleated panels. Right? It's on a traversing rod.
Okay.
So as I mentioned earlier, in terms of the ability to open your drapery and close them without having to stick them into the burglar proof, this is what you can do. This is what is done.
Yeah, I am guilty of that as well, guys. I like to stick, especially when you clean it, you just stick it in, you know? Yeah.
So you can open and close. It's convenient, with
So
this
tell
is
me,
what is done.
Alright, so tell me how long you designed this piece.
This piece was made in 2008.
Wow.
Right, so that makes it 13 years.
Yeah, but it looks so new.
And it looks just the same as it did when it was just made.
Right.
And you know what, Elena? I think in the next 13 years, it's going to be looking the same.
Yeah, I think so too. We have a culture here that we like every season, Christmas, Easter, we like new curtains, yeah? So I think if we invest in something good, we'll have it, not so, Debra?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll have it and, kind of stay away from that. So ladies, I know Christmas is coming, but I still want to encourage you all to call Debra and she'll hook you up really nice.
Yes, it's important to invest in quality fabric, quality workmanship.
Oh yeah.
And as you treat it as an investment.
Okay.
And it's going to be less costly in the long run
than
the curtains that we love to do every year, changing for the seasons.
Right.
So something like this is going to stand the test of time.
Oh yes.
And you'll be able to enjoy your investment for years and years.
It almost looks like it's fit for a castle. It's so elegant and it creates nice opulence with it, It's not really my kind of, taste, but I'm quite certain a lot of people are watching this and saying, wow, I want this in my home. Alright, so we are in front of another fantastic creation by Debra. And I'll let her explain what this piece is about, this drapery.
Alright, this is 2 layers of panels. There's no valance, as you can see.
Yes.
So it's a simpler look.
Right.
Someone may want, they want to have the drapery, they want to have, some softness added to the home.
Right.
But they want a simpler version.
Right.
So if you notice, there are no beads or tassels, on the drapery itself. Right, it's just the shears and the panels, and the tassels were added to just create a little extra
flair.
Right, exactly. All right.
Yeah, and it still looks really elegant, although it's a simpler version of what you showed, but it's still elegant and it's still classy, I would say.
Because you can, sometimes your drapery can serve different have different purposes in the home. Right. Sometimes it's supposed to make a statement.
Yeah.
You enter and you see.
Right.
Yes. It makes a statement. Sometimes it's a supporting role.
Yes.
So you have all your lovely furniture and accent pieces, and you just want the drapery to just be there in the background, adding that support and softness.
Okay. I get that.
Yeah.
So we are in front of one of Debra's masterpiece, her creative genius in terms of her drapery, and I'll allow her to at least, you know, walk us through this one and explain to us how she came up with this creation.
Alright, this is more or less a flat valance,
Yeah.
but if you look at it closely, you realize it's a pleated valance, right? Which gives the treatment some depth.
Yeah.
Also, there's some drama added with the
Right.
curved top.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, two layers of panels.
Right.
Right, you have the shares again, and you have the heavier side panels.
Yes.
Right, and this look allows for the option, you know, of privacy,
Right.
particularly at night if you want to block out the outside viewing.
Yeah.
Right, it's operable, so you can. You can close it again.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah. And this is good for me who like a dark room to sleep in. You know, it kind of gives it that nice warm feel as well. Okay. So Debra, what advice you would give to persons who are looking to change their drapery or their panels in their home?
Okay, firstly, I would say hire a professional,
Yes.
because it's not a one style fits all.
Right.
Each room in the home would have their unique functions, and
Okay.
and as such they should be treated with accordingly.
Right.
So you normally have a consultation in the comfort of your home,
Okay.
where your needs are assessed,
Right.
and then and only then would
Mhm.
you know a professional be able to make recommendations.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Yes, of course.
And I know you don't like lots of drapery, but I can definitely see something like this in your home.
Yes, for sure. For sure. This
Yes.
is something I love. It's a swag, but it's still so elegant, and I love the beads that you used,
Yes.
you know, to attach
They're
to
lovely.
this. Yeah, it is.
I can see it beautifully framed in your window.
Oh, yeah.
Or probably over a blind if you
Yeah.
have a blind.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For
I can
sure.
definitely see that in your home.
Okay. So tell me, how can people reach you?
Alright. I can be reached at my mobile 498-6541
All right.
657
Yes.
2281,
Okay.
or my website, New Wave Drapery Creations. So, Eleanor, I don't know if you can run that at the bottom of
Oh
the
yeah,
screen.
yeah, of course.
Yes.
I'll make sure that, you know, people get that contact and so on. I really hope that you'll enjoy this segment. I was, you know, very happy to be here, and I did enjoy this video as well. Thank you, Debra, for inviting House of Elena to come into your space and showcasing your magnificent home. You really are talented, you're gifted in what you do. It's not a lot of persons that can pull this off, and you've been doing it so long, so I would advise everybody to call Debra. All right, so
Thanks for facilitating me. It's
yes,
my
of course,
pleasure.
of course.
Yes.
Thank you. And of course, we will be back because there is more to Debra. All right, so I can't wait for that next video. But in the meantime, take care, be safe, and of course, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. If you need to see more videos, you need to support me by subscribing. Take care and all the best. Bye.
Bye.